Shoppers have been told they need to buy Canadian to support the nation as we're embroiled in a trade war with the United States. But is that push being felt by local First Nations businesses?
Since the tariffs, we increased all of our products to only include Indigenous makers, and we're selling out of products nonstop.
Patricia Massey, owner of Massey Books, a primarily Indigenous bookstore, says that many people coming through her doors are doing so to avoid American suppliers.
Definitely people are wanting to shop local more. This dedication to not going across the border, not shopping where their money's going to be sent across the border.
Anthony Wyndham, who's Métis and owns a pecan oil business in Langley, says the Buy Canadian movement has been an unexpected windfall.
For Walmart orders, I would say at least a 200 to 300% increase, and we've really ramped up production in that. And then as far as our online store, if we look at the metrics and the numbers, our views are starting to really go up, and our sales are about 27% or so higher. So we are seeing that uptick for sure.
But some Indigenous businesses don't want anything to do with the Buy Canadian movement. Lynn Marie Angus owns Sisters Sage in Vancouver, and she says that as a First Nations woman, she doesn't want to sell her products under a Canadian banner.
It feels disingenuous to me, and so I always lead with my authenticity, and I prefer to push authentic First Nation businesses, and I'm not about to jump on a bandwagon for sales.
Well, Massey Books had a steady stream of customers. Next door Decolonial Clothing was practically empty, and Angus says that she hasn't seen a bump in business either. The Canadian Council for Indigenous Businesses is trying to address that, launching its own Buy Indigenous campaign, which features a directory that allows people to search for Indigenous-owned businesses by both industry and location.
When you buy Indigenous, it's not just buying and putting money in the pocket of that business maker. It really ripples out and affects entire families, I think empowers Indigenous people to be exercise their sovereignty.
In Vancouver, Jack Rabb, City News.